window winds down, it's you, and you say, "Hey, I'm going for breakfast. Come on, get in."
I did that?
Yes.
Oh
And
my
he
God.
just-
The guy would come in with a pointy hat and a purse so fierce it was on fire. Right? How could you not like that?
Yeah.
Gotta get you up at 5:30 to do all this shit and get to mass and get to school, and then you're thinking, wow, God's an early riser.
You're just going to a desert island. You're not dying.
Oh, here with the desert island again.
You did desert island disc, didn't
Come
you?
on. I ain't going to no desert island.
You're taking this far too literally, Cyndi.
The video is saying that don't matter what color you are or who you are, so that every little girl could see herself and know that she too is entitled to a joyful experience in life.
Cyndi Lauper, you have just walked in. You are a vision. Mum wants to steal the clothes off your back.
Everything from the coat to the blouse.
But you know Nikki.
I know Nikki. Let's talk about Nikki. Nikki helped me in the
Nikki
summer.
Fontanella, a nice Italian girl.
Nice Italian
You
girl.
love working with nice Italian girls.
I'm
'cause
Italian.
I know.
You wouldn't know because Lauper is Swiss.
And New York Italians. I mean, that's how we share a makeup artist sometimes called Jen Lombardo, who is friends with Nikki, and they're all this wonderful New Yorker Italian connection. Let's talk about that at the dinner.
But I
table.
do have a wonderful Colombian girl.
Oh yeah.
And
what
she's
does your
excellent.
Colombian
Well,
girl
she's
do?
American.
Okay.
But her descent is Nafra. She's awesome.
Nafratia, isn't
She's
she?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a beautiful woman. Of course, she'd be embarrassed that I say it.
Well, you look
You
gorgeous.
look gorgeous.
She can paint. That one can paint. She's a great and steady and calm like Buddha. You know, always like, I call her my Buddha girl, because no matter what, she's always calm.
I love that. Are you always calm, Cyndi?
Oh, hell no.
Can we go back to the beginning, Cyndi? So this podcast, we talk a lot about like food and family and food memories. So I want Cyndi Lauper to paint a picture of who was around your dinner table when you were a child and what you were eating. What was a very common Lauper dinner?
Well, my parents split up when I was young, and my mother, we were raised by a Sicilian family that came over from Palermo, and my grandparents lived upstairs, and my aunt lived next door, which is perfect for them because that's how my grandfather kind of wanted everybody together, which it's nice, unless they got other dreams and they're not allowed to have them,
right?
You know, so I learned that quick. My mother, though, she was fantastic. And I was a sous chef, because if you were a girl, you know, what did they tell us? They said, well, you got to learn how to cook and clean, because you're going to do it for the rest of your life. And I thought to myself,
hell no.
For you, maybe, you know. But, no, but, you know, my mom, she knew about the practicality of it. You could take care of yourself. And that's all I wanted. I wanted to learn how to take care of myself, and I learned all the sous chef stuff.
Did you enjoy cooking?
Well, yeah, I enjoyed doing anything they were going to teach me. I was very curious. It was tough for my mom. She was like a saint. I had this one thing that I think I liked to fly. So
you like to fly?
Yeah, she was telling me that when I was an infant, I was rocking so hard in the carriage, I flung myself through the window, the little French door window, so she had a heart attack. I was okay, oh my God.
Like you catapulted out of your pram?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course you did. She's Cyndi Lauper.
So I wanted she had this, because, you know, the kitchen, you wind up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So there was a little metal cabinet, and in there was all the spices and the food coloring. And I say hair because once I saw the food coloring, you know, especially because St. Patty's Day, and, you know, everybody used to dress up for St. Patty's Day. You wear green. And, you know,
even the Italians dressed up for St. Paddy's Day?
My cousin Vinny, they Irish
Cousin
and
Vinny.
Italian.
Okay.
So they were
Right.
Irish, so I just figured, you know, they were like my brother and sister.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had a green dress. It was the time, remember, in the 60s when purple and green matched really
Absolutely
well.
gorgeous,
like
yeah.
drape purple and olive
All the
green.
Bieber colours. Do you remember Bieber?
Oh, yeah. What are you kidding?
Yeah,
I did.
aubergine, purple, dark
Did
greens.
Wimbledon?
Yeah.
See
like the
how
tennis-
fancy that is, aubergine. First it was purple,
Aubergine.
great purple. But
Yeah, aubergine it was.
So you were wearing a lot of purple and green.
Well,
and I'm
you know,
wondering
green.
where that food colouring went, Cyndi.
Well, you see, first I was just on that cabinet because it had these metal doors with little things on the bottom you could put your feet on.
Right.
And if you hold the handles. And I got into this thing where you could flap. And it felt like you were flying. But you had to get off in time before the thing fell. And a couple of times, she was always digging me out. But I always thought I could jump off in time. But she was so good. She was so patient. God bless her. Yeah, and then I saw the food color.
Yeah.
And then it was St. Patty's Day, and I was wearing green. Yeah. But I didn't put the lemon in my hair, because you're supposed to put lemon in your hair, sit in the sun.
Are you blonde, then?
I was a little blonde.
A little.
But not, you got to, kind of put the lemon in your hair.
To be able to lift the colour.
What happens?
So that when you put the green in, it
Yeah.
stays. Well, it just, it shined a little green.
How old were you?
9. So... She was, but, God bless her, she was so patient. But, she would cook on Sundays, you start the sauce. They have their rules, with meat, it's garlic and onion and bay leaf and basil. But you have to be careful with the spices, but only if you're using meat. But if you're not having meat, it's just either onion or garlic, but not together.
Right.
And I don't know. It's like you never put cheese on fish, which as I grew older, I realized, why would you put cheese on fish? That should be a ticket. Don't do it.
Except I like cheese on linguine al mare,
but
seafood pasta.
Yeah,
I do like cheese on that.
Cindy's
Well,
like,
knock
no.
You wouldn't
yourself
do
out.
it.
No, I wouldn't. No.
You wouldn't do
I
it.
used to make a really good one. And, you learn from different people what, their family thing. Like when I was by Lenny Pizzi, they used to make a sauce where it was seafood, but then they'd put a little tuna fish to fill it. And it did. It was really interesting and tasty. But, you always want to make your marinara. You don't put you don't put onions in if you're using the seafood. And then I would have all the, you have to have snails, the periwinkles, but I started to see, the little periwinkles trying to get out of the shell, and then I felt like, okay.
But they're alive, then.
Yeah, you have to have them alive, otherwise,
You'll get bad
but
tummy.
if you put them in the refrigerator, they fall asleep.
Oh,
my
mate.
God.
And die like that, which is a better.
Probably better for them than
But,
boiled. being
but
boiled.
honestly, after I saw all that, I felt really bad. So
Do you not
kinda
eat seafood?
Of course I do,
Do you-
but I try and keep it down to a bare minimum. The animal thing.
Yeah.
I tried to be a vegan, but
How did that go?
It's hard.
I took one thing where they were just delivering food, and they every day spinach, every meal spinach. I wound up having kidney stones, and it killed me.
Oh, do you get kidney stones from spinach?
Yes, it has a chemical in it. If you eat too much of this kind of thing and you're prone to that, you can develop kidney stones. Everything in moderation is good. And apparently not with that food company. So I stopped that, but I tried to eat on the road like that. But they would put these herbs and vegetables, just flat out. What's wrong with you? Got cauliflower. What do you got to ruin it for? Just freaking wash it, cut it, put a little olive oil on it, some salt, put it in the broiler. Don't burn it.
Do you have a chef when you're on tour?
No, how am I going to do that? It's bad enough I got I got 60 people. Now I'm going to carry a chef too. And I'm already
That would be the
taking,
important thing for me, I think.
Well,
having a chef.
You deserve a chef.
I'm
think
also taking leadership courses so that I
Are
could
you?
be a good leader.
To manage all the people.
Well, what am I going to do? You can't have the manager saying, she said what to who, what? So
I think you're doing pretty well. I mean, what? How many?
You learn a lot.
You are. I watched the documentary and I loved it, by the way.
Oh,
I
it
thought
was Allison. That was Allison. Allison
It was
did
beautiful.
that.
But it's your story, Cyndi.
Well, who else is it going to be? The documentary was on me, so.
But I loved.
Why is it called The Canary
Let the
Sing?
Canary Sing.
Let the Canary Sing.
Oh, that was in the documentary.
Yeah.
I didn't. I haven't seen it yet. I'm so sorry,
No.
darling.
It was a lawsuit. I was in a lawsuit. The manager I had, we were in Blue Angel. I noticed he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And we weren't going anywhere.
It made you
So
bankrupt.
I decided to have, I went to him and I said, listen, we're not going anywhere. How about you let go, we buy you out, we get a deal, you get a piece of it, and we can continue and be successful. But no. So we had to go and do a lawsuit. So we went to court. And then finally, at the end of the whole thing, I mean, it was just a stupid thing. I don't know why he didn't want to just make some money, because you don't make money off of nothing. He was just determined that I was never going to sing again. That was unfortunate for him to think about. It's unfortunate for anyone to think about. They're going to be the gatekeeper for me. Because any gatekeeper, I'm sorry, it ain't going to work. I'm going to look behind your shoulder and I'm going to go, for you maybe, but not for me. And that's what I learned my whole life, because, I went to Catholic school. I was, at the convent of the Sisters of No Mercy at All. That was my
Sisters of
school.
No Mercy at all.
That was quite a difficult time in your life. I mean, you talk so fondly about your mum, and she's featured in your music videos, and you and your sister. I don't think your little brother was there.
Yeah, he was.
He went too.
No, he didn't go to the
They would be
Catholic schools.
separated.
So you and your sister went to the school.
Convent, yeah.
And what age were you when you went there? It was
The convent, well, you see, it was all my fault that we got thrown into the gates of hell. It was really gates of heaven, but it kind of felt like the gates of hell after a while. Because, look, I always loved fashion, and I know I was a weird kid anyway. And there was this priest walking back and forth. And you know how in third grade sometimes it's under the church? Mm-hmm. So the rectory was right there, and he kept walking back and forth. The thing is, it was a fashion thing. He had black pants, but he also had a pleated skirt over the pants. And big beads, swinging.
This is
right?
the priest.
yeah.
Well, yeah, the priest,
Why
they
did
were
he have a
dressed up.
skirt on?
Listen, remember the high masses? The guy would come in with a pointy hat and a purse so fierce it was on fire. Right? It was like, how
You
could
liked
you
it.
not like that?
Yeah.
So, except for the fact when I wanted to be called Stefan, he smacked me in the face and said Stephanie, and I said, it says Stefan. He said, move along.
Why did you want to be called Stefan?
For Saint Stefan.
Oh, sorry, I'm a Jew. I don't know what does Saint Stefan
what's
do.
he do? What's he saint of?
I don't know. I liked the name.
Yeah, the name's great.
Yeah, right?
I agree.
Why can't you have a unisex name? But you know how it was in the 60s, or the 70s. It was hard for them. Plus, they hated the folk mass. And, of course, I was there playing guitar in the folk mass, and they hated us.
Did you sing at church? Were you in the choir or anything?
Yeah, I was in the choir. Yeah, well, at 8, I was too young to be in the choir, but I talked to my girlfriend, Rosemary, who lived around the corner, Rosemary LaConte, good Italian girl.
Yeah.
And I talked her into sitting in the church with me because I knew God was there, except I couldn't understand why God was living behind this gold door, like a small gold door. And I'm thinking, he can afford something bigger than that. Even if the door is nice, come on. So, but I figured, he's omnipresent, whatever the hell that means. Because every time you ask a question, they said, it's a mystery. I said, what does that mean? Just be quiet. Don't ask questions,
Do you believe in God?
I don't believe half the crap that people tell you. I don't believe in gatekeepers. Mm-hmm. I think it's amazing that they have these organizations where they stand between you and your maker, if that's what it is. And at a very young age, I was very, very fortunate to see firsthand what people said and their behavior and how different it was. because I took everything very seriously. When I was getting married to Jesus, I was really excited. I mean,
That's
I was
confirmation.
7.
Is that?
No, that's First Holy Communion.
Oh,
and, you know,
sorry.
you
How
get
old
the
were you?
little 7.
Okay.
And, you know, you get the little
Do you wear like a
bouquet.
bridal?
Yeah, I had a little dress with white.
And is it a big thing for your
Oh, it was.
family?
Yeah,
Get
it
married
was a
to
big
And a
thing.
big party?
Well, I was going to get married to Jesus. It was
Okay.
big. I was getting married. But then when I was a flower girl for my godmother, I thought I was getting married then too. And I thought the pillow boy was such a drag. He didn't even want to dance. And I thought, oh my God, I'm getting married to him? Well, the dress is nice, you know. I didn't know. So I took everything serious. So when I was doing all that, I just, you know, you buy into all that. You have a guardian angel. I used to talk to him all the time. I used to wait. You know, I was waiting for the Holy Spirit to come, so I'd squint my eyes and see if the statues were going to move or the candle was going to turn into something ominous. You know, never did. You know, that's why when I saw Like a Prayer, the Madonna video, I was like, yes, I loved her. After that, I just loved her. She insulted everyone all together. It was awesome. But the reason I say this is, remember I told you about the priest?
Yeah.
Well, I used to go running after him to walk with him back and forth and back and forth. And he always called me Sylvia. No matter how many times I said my name was Cynthia, he called me Sylvia. So I figured, okay, Sylvia. So, you know, I kind of became friends with him. And then at confession, you have to go to confession, and I saw his name, and I said, wow, I'll go to him, and it'll go quick, right? Because they figure, they give you the act of contrition, a couple of Hail Marys, the All Father, you're out, right? So I go in. I didn't go to Mass, and he starts telling me I'm going to go to hell like my mother. So I said, I'm 8, mind you. I didn't tell him he was going to hell for saying that to an 8-year-old.
Why would your mom
I
go
didn't,
to hell?
Because she was divorced. She divorced when we were 5. He says that to me, and I said to him, you don't know my mother. She's not going to hell. She's a good woman. She works really hard, and she loves her kids. My mother is not going to hell. And all of a sudden, I think that asshole remembered my name because the Monsignor called my mother at home and told her that he thinks that we got to leave the school because the way she lives and what they preach are 2 different things.
I'm so sorry.
And that's the kindness. See, once you see through the veil, it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And then when you go to the convent school and you think, well, first you think because they got to get you up at 5:30 to do all this shit and get to Mass and get to school. And then you're thinking, wow, God's an early riser. You know, because you got to get it all done.
Is food associated with Catholicism? So lots of religions, food plays a big part in it.
Well, Fridays is always fish.
Fish, yeah.
And then Christmas Eve, you don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat.
You eat,
Do you do
it's
that?
the 7
The
fishes.
7 fishes, which did you watch The Bear?
No.
Okay, well, they did Jamie Lee Curtis plays an Italian mother, and there's this whole incredible episode called The 7 Fishes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's how I learnt about it through The Bear. I wanted to ask you.
They didn't do 7 fishes, though.
Who didn't?
Not my family. My
No.
mother would make frittatas.
Your mum.
She always did it great.
What was
And
in her
she
frittata?
taught us. Well, fried potatoes, and you put that in. It's kind of Spanish.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing how Sicilian and Spanish food, I don't know, kind of like similar. Because we were in Mallorca, and we stopped in a cafe, and it was like the frittata my mother used to make us on Christmas Eve, because you can't
Frittata. I love frittata.
you can't eat meat. Sometimes she'd put string beans in there. She was big on the health thing. Sometimes she would say she'd make liver like it was veal cutlets and say, veal cutlets? I was like, Ma, that ain't veal. She like, it's good for you. So, you know, it was like, and poor Ellen, was hard for her to get through. Sometimes we had to sit and eat the whole thing. So she would Ellen would be making string beans and potatoes in the sandwich. It was hard to look at. I was like, ooh,
Can we talk about Ellen? Because Ellen features, your brother and your sister feature in the documentary, and your sister's gay, and I wonder whether that was difficult. Also, you felt quite protective. You have such a strong bond. I mean, she took you in, I think, when you were expelled from school when you were 17. Didn't you go? You went and stayed with her, and it was Carl and Gregory, and she.
No, that was later.
Oh, was that later?
But when I first left, yeah, she called me, and I told her what was happening. She said, "Son, just stuff a few things in a bag and get your ass here. It's not safe."
Was that to do with your stepfather?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Ellen, you sound like you had loads of fun together.
Well, my mother, I was an intense kid. My mother told me I was born to be her friend. So as we were growing up, if Ellen had friends, I always had a fit if she didn't play with me, because that's why I was born. Okay? I came here to be your friend. And now you're playing with her. Okay? So, I know. My poor mother, she was very patient. My sister, too, but she tried to ditch me. And then when she was coming out or dealing with her own sexuality, which was very hard for her.
And was that quite early on?
Ellen always wanted to be Peter Pan, or Annie Oakley, or Ellen wanted cap guns. Ellen wanted to play drums.
Yeah.
She was terrific. She used to play the garbage pails, and she had such great rhythm.
What did she do as a job?
Now? Well, she tried a lot of things. I always thought she was going to be a musician, like me, and be with me. But she did a lot. She worked on the railroad, doing the ties. She worked as a ship's plumber, and she's little. And then she became a carpenter. And then she wanted to be a healer. So she became an acupuncturist. Oh, wow. And I thought to myself, well, that makes sense. I want to be a carpenter. That's nails. This is nails, just a whole different kind, But, yeah. So she...
Where does she live?
She lives in Los Angeles. Well, in Long Beach.
Where do you live?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, well, my sister tried to get away, because she wanted just to have her own life. And it's very hard for people when they come out, because, you're accepted and you're raised in this kind of Catholic thing, and anything outside the norm is you're taught to feel dirty, perverse. And I just looked at my sister like she was always my sister. And, even if she tried to ditch me, I was always going to be there. And I felt like it doesn't matter how hard you try, Ellen. I'm your sister. I was born to be your friend, and I'm here. And even when she was coming out and she had she would have, she would bring her friends who were angry. And, and I remember...
Was this in this... What time of year? Was this late 70s?
Late 70s, okay. Right. And they would be I remember one birthday party. I wanted to have a birthday party, and she had her friends, and they were just looking at me. And I was famous at that time. And everybody, look, everybody judges everybody. So if you're the sister of somebody famous, they just think you're rich and you should live this way, or, they're very straight, or, whatever they think.
Was this post Girls Just Want to Have Fun then? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to eat something? I've taken you at your word.
Yeah.
And I've made borscht.
Get out. Really?
Would you like that?
Of course.
Yes. You don't have to eat.
You can have a little bit. Do you want a little?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah. What else did you make? You were cooking?
Right, so there's bread with borscht with some bread and butter, and then I've made a tart, a fig and almond tart for afterwards.
Wow, come on.
So let me just...
whilst my mum goes and gets the borscht, can I ask some of your favourite spots in New York that you go and eat when you come back from tour?
Sure. it depends what you're in the mood for.
Okay, give me a couple, 3.
Okay, there's a new place that opened,
Yeah.
219. It's in the 50s, 60s. It's a French bistro.
Yeah.
Orson Welles used to go there. David would know the name, not me.
What's your order when you go there?
Oh, at that place?
Yeah.
You know, fish.
Yeah.
They make it, well, it's French food. You know, so they'll have like a trout with,
Thank you, Mum.
Look at that.
So this
Thank
is
you
just
so
bread.
much.
Okay, so you'll have a bit of trout, or will there be a Dover sole there?
Yeah, it
Right.
depends. You know, if you go hell in a handbasket, you're going to get the frites and whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's also this Indian place that used to be where Lucky Chan's was on First Avenue, near Houston Street. It's right near Lucien. I love Lucien. Now
okay.
that's a great place. It's
Okay.
right on First Avenue off Houston, and that's a bistro. But
Okay.
it's really fun. It's really fun
great.
place.
I'll go there.
And Italian food. Well, there's Frankie's.
Frankie's.
In Brooklyn. That's
Yeah.
457
Okay.
Court Street. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so nice.
What got you into
Sounds great.
Borscht, Cyndi?
Well, my friend Yuda, who does my hair,
Yeah.
with a couple of girls, but
Yeah.
Yuda, I don't know, she likes it.
Yeah.
And so we'd be on the road, and I looked up different recipes.
Yeah.
And I started to make borscht for her.
On the
Like-
road?
Yeah, vegetarian. Yeah, because I had a new bullet. You know the
Oh,
the
yeah,
veggie
yeah.
bullet, and it's not really hard to make. Oh, thank you so much. It's not that hard to make.
So you cook for your crew when you're on tour?
No, just me and her. We used to do that. I don't do that anymore because I'm busy. Because the tour is a bigger one.
Yeah.
And it's demanding.
Yeah.
And still, I didn't get past the PT. I've been doing PT every morning, but I got to do PT.
Personal training?
It's physical therapy,
Okay.
which means all the little muscles really slow.
Yeah. Okay.
Then after you're done with that, it's supposed to move on to weights.
Right.
Then after the weights, you want to do some yoga.
Do you want some bread and butter?
Wow.
Sure. And then you got to do your voice and incorporate the
Just do you want
voice
some bread? Thank you.
into
Oh,
the.
butter.
Yeah, sure. Butter's always good.
I'll hold it. And then
What's the expression, ma'am? It's everything's better with butter.
I love that, especially with your voice.
Oh.
So wow, your whole day before a show, you're doing physical therapy, you're doing weights, you're doing yoga. Then you do. How long's your vocal?
Well,
warm
for
up?
me,
Yeah.
lately, when I was younger, it was different.
Yeah.
But sometimes I take lessons if I can, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to. I have lessons
Yeah,
in the
me
week,
too, yeah.
which is really, honestly, just physical therapy for vocals.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they listen to what's happening. Here's the exercise to fix that. Okay,
warm up,
thank
yeah.
you. But it's not just warm up, because as you get older and your voice expands, there's more parts of your voice to warm up, right? It's not just one
Got this
part.
to look
you
for. Well, I
warm
mean,
up.
I definitely warm up for longer now than I did, and I guess that's just going to carry on getting longer.
Well, for me, my voice doesn't really get going till an hour and a half. And
Cyndi,
then-
I'm not a borscht
This is
expert.
really nice, Mum.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It smells great.
Well, I think it's healthy.
Oh, this is really great.
Do you like it? Good,
Yeah.
Good.
So how'd you do it? Did you put cabbage in it?
Yeah.
So cabbage, and did you do onions with the cabbage?
Right, so I combined two recipes, a Ukrainian one and just a British one. But I have made the David Tanis recipe, which is a New York Times one.
I don't know, but go ahead.
It's got beetroot, onion, carrot,
Wow.
and potato. And then I put cabbage in at the end.
Oh, wow.
Am I doing it right?
No.
I don't know.
It's great. There isn't any right, is there? There's no
Well,
right
normally
and
it has
wrong.
beef in it.
Oh, I don't do beef either.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yes, so we didn't do the beef shit in there. Well, I say we, I did nothing.
It's really good.
I want just enjoy your food and eat, but we will be asking you your last supper
Oh, come on.
No, you're just going to a desert island. You're not dying.
Oh, here with the desert island again. Listen.
Oh, fuck, you did desert island disc, didn't you?
Come on. I ain't going to no desert island. First of all, I'm allergic to the sun. I'm allergic to the cold. I'm not going to sit in the sun. I'm going to get wrinkles. I'm not going to do it.
You're taking this far too literally, Cyndi.
Okay.
Right. Okay, be imaginative. All right, you're going to...
No imagination. That's
You're going to bloody California, where... for a very long time, and you're not going to be able to eat your, I don't know, you're not going to have your comforts, and you're not going to have your favourite meal. So your last supper, starter, main, drink of choice, and dessert.
Well, like first, if I was in California, and it was close to the Mexican border,
Yeah, you go.
I'd be looking for those Mexican chefs that make the great Baja food, right? Mm-hmm. And I let them do it. And I go, wow, that's really good. The fish taco is...
What's your favourite pasta?
Well, on Christmas, I talked David into it. Like, Christmas Eve, we went out to eat.
Right.
But Christmas Day, I taught him how to make sauce.
Like your mum's.
Well, no, because she made everything with meat. I showed him how to make like just a light sauce, kind of sweet. And we went and got St. Anne's raviolis, which you have to go to Bensonhurst to get. They don't sell them. Bensonhurst, Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it's a weird place because sometimes they have very rude and angry salespeople. So you just got to keep your head low. Get the raviolis and get the hell out, you know. So he my Fabiola, who takes care of us, she's our housekeeper,
right.
And she got the raviolis for us. So we made raviolis I made kind of a sweet sauce, you know, because I think that's nice with raviolis, and I like sheep cheese, not cow cheese sometimes. Right. So we made the sauce, which was easy. I just tried to show him. You know, you put the garlic in. You brown the garlic. You do not burn the garlic. Mm-hmm. You put the basil in, you know, but take it off the flame. Don't burn everything. Then, you know, I don't blanch the tomatoes because you can't buy tomatoes anymore that taste like tomatoes.
I know.
So you get the same mozzarella, tomatoes,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and you get the mill, and you put the can of tomatoes in, and you use the mill so that you don't get any seeds, right? Mm-hmm. So it goes in there. Now, sometimes you could get a little tomato paste, put it in, mix it, so you mix it together. I usually put it up, let it boil, then put it way down to like really low. And my family is always like a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, but I always do little at a time.
Right.
So a quarter teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar. Taste it, smell it, then let it cook. Smell it again, taste it again. A little more salt, a little more sugar. Taste it, smell it, see where it lives. Then cover it and let it cook for like at least an hour or so. Then you put your water up, wait for it to boil. You put the salt in the water so it boils. You always want to use the salt in the water so that it's like, it reminds you of the sea. Uh-huh. So it tastes like the sea, right? So you let it boil, then you take it out, and then you mix the sauce first on the bottom a little, then you put the raviolis on top, put a little more sauce on top, then I plated it for him, and I scraped it. I taught him how to do the artichokes, not the fattening ones. We just did artichokes in the water. You cut them, you open them, you chop up the garlic, you put the garlic in there, you chop up the parsley, Italian parsley, you put that in there, you put garlic in the water with the olive oil a little bit, and you let it cook real slow. But that's got to go on early because that takes forever to cook.
Do you do a dip with it?
Well, if you put the garlic in there Then you take the
want some
garlic
more?
out and you squeeze it into a bowl
Yeah.
with a little olive oil and smash it and a tiny bit of salt, and that becomes the dip.
Gorgeous.
You know, it's simple. Simple food is always better and harder because everybody got to get complicated.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your go-to, like, sweet of choice that you'd have?
I have to always stop myself. It doesn't matter. It's sugar. Venero's. It's on 11th Street in Manhattan, between First and A, and it's an old Italian bakery. My favorite is the chocolate hazelnut cookies because it's egg white really with hazelnut and the pinoli cookies. I used to make them a little.
Pinoli. I love
cannoli.
What's a
Pine nuts. With the almond paste. So you can make it with the food processor.
Yeah.
And then I tried to use the coconut sugar so it wasn't so bad. You know.
Did it taste as good?
Yeah, it
Fine.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you know,
fine.
sugar's sugar. But, you know, for me anyway. But, yeah, I think that the pinoli cookies are... You know, but that's how we grew up. You know, when people come over, you know, especially
Always got
Christmas
cake.
Day,
Yeah.
they brought the rum babka, the cannolis, the trichloride cookies, the little honey balls. They're called something else. But, you know, there was so much. And, you know, the poor things, they would always be like, May, I got aged. Oh, get a promo salsa. Okay, you know. It's like, it was so funny. They were very funny. But, you know, they would make the fatted calf. You know, they'd be like, you'd start out with salad or soup. And then she'd put the lasagna on the table. So everybody eat the lasagna. Then after lasagna, then came the meal. And you'd be like, are you kidding? Then it was like a lamb or turkey or, you know, it was always a meat thing. And then after that, they'd put out some cheese and nuts. And then here comes the dessert. And it's like, oh my God. And, you know, and then my grandmother would always make her little coffee in that little...
the little gagier, yeah.
Yeah, and
tiny
it would
one.
boil. And for us, she'd put a little anisette, touch of anisette in.
In your espresso.
What's anisette?
Anisette. Aniseed.
Oh, anisette. Ooh, I'm not sure. Was it nice?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, whatever. You know, they had their coffee. When we were little, she put that in our water.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a drop, and it would be all cloudy,
wow.
and you'd feel like a big grown-up.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess I need that fork.
Yeah.
I hope it. So
It looks
looks
gorgeous.
good, doesn't it?
Did you bake?
Yeah. I made it last night.
She's a good chef.
Wow.
Hot, but it looks quite good.
Yeah.
Just tell me how big a piece you want.
Small, please.
Yeah, I know.
A slither.
I have a girdle on, so it's not going to fucking work for me.
Do you want some cream?
Yeah, I do.
Now that's good. So,
What's it taste like?
well, obviously fig, but
Can you taste the fig?
yeah, it's right on top.
Oh, shush. But you never know if they're going to be good enough figs, do you?
Oh,
Did you make that pastry?
Yeah.
Mom!
it's really good, the pastry.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
So how'd you do that? Just
Just with butter and flour.
really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's quite crisp, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crunchy.
It's crunchy.
So
Paul
that's
Hollywood
the butter?
would give you a handshake for that.
Can you taste the orange?
Yes, it's really good.
Well, good because you take the rest home.
Oh,
Cyndi, please take some for later. Do you think your crew,
I did bring
Nikki
some.
would like some?
I brought some cartons in case you want to take some soup home,
sure.
just in case.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, you know. What about Lauper? Did she eat? Boy, she ate. She even took some home, boy.
No, that's how we like it. Cyndi, can you give me a nostalgic taste that can transport you back somewhere?
Oh, God. But they don't make cannolis like they used to when I was little. When my mother passed away in 2022, we went to Positano for the first time. And they had a cook there. And I was really kind of a little beat up. Mm-hmm. And my husband, and I also got this stress thing on my face.
Bell's palsy?
No,
What?
just breakout. Really bad. And I thought it was psoriasis. It just was nerves. And my husband was like, maybe you don't want to go. I said, I'm going. I'm going to wear a mask. Everything's good. This lady started to cook. And everything she made, it was like I was little again. Because when I was small, they were all Italian, making Italian food. You know, they give you the pastino with the butter, or they make the sauce and it's just delicate, or they make, and there everything was zucchini because they grew it, and the little tomatoes, and the tomatoes there taste like real tomatoes. She would make it, and I just felt like a little kid. I just felt nourished, and it took me way back to Brooklyn, And I think that kind of that's soul food for me, Do
you go to Italy on holiday a lot?
Yeah. But I want to go to Sicily.
Have you never been?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But I want to see my family, but I don't want to interrupt them and go, hey, I'm coming, and, because everybody is cuckoo. I just want them to relax.
Well, will you be touring Italy on your...
No.
Oh, what a shame.
No, because, it's always like,
you can't go there, it's too expensive.
I know. Where are you touring? Which European countries?
I am going to Germany. So in Düsseldorf, all the German relatives are coming.
Okay.
So my cousin, her husband, the kids. I know those kids since they were little. And my cousin, I know her since she was little. And her father and her mother and her sister and her son, they were all coming. So it'll be fun. But it's quick.
Where else are you going?
Berlin, Düsseldorf. We're going to Poland. I don't know anybody there, but
Jessie loves it.
I've never been to Poland.
Oh, they're a good crowd.
They don't even
they're quite
go
devoted
to Poland. Like who goes to Poland? But I figured, you know what? It's your farewell tour. You've never been to Poland, which means you'll never be if you don't go now. So
is it really your farewell
No, it
tour?
won't be your farewell tour.
Oh hell yeah!
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're going to be like Elton though, who keeps on yeah.
You ever go on tour?
No.
Yeah, which we did. No, you
don't know what it's like.
No, well, I tell you, we went on a podcast tour. Mm-hmm. Lenny, first timer, ordering cocktails, drinks, champagne, having the time of her life up late. First tour, last tour. I was like, I need to rest my voice and go to sleep. Lenny was in the hotel bar having a big one.
Yeah, but
that's exhausting.
Here's the thing. First of all, you got to pack in, pack out. Even if you're not doing the packing, you're there. It's stressful. You got to get your stuff done. You need your stuff to do your work. Then you got to make sure you have it. You got to make sure you get there, get to sleep, get up. Go to the gig after 5 hours of doing what you have to do just to get to the gig. Then you got to do the gig. Then when you're done with the gig, even if you're feeling edgy, you still got to get back, get stuff off of you, get undressed, try and steam. But that's got to go into the truck, and you got to hurry up. And then you got to go on the double-decker bus now. I haven't been on that.
Oh, yeah, because you don't do double-decker in the States.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering if I need that Velcro blanket. Because I'm in, they put the star in the back. You ever be on the back of a...
No, I saw where Jessie was.
It's kind of like a freaking wash and dry cycle.
No, I couldn't be doing that.
I tried to make the bed and I was being flung over here.
But don't you feel sick when you're
No,
traveling?
I just felt like I was in an I Love Lucy episode.
But what about going to the bathroom?
Oh, no solid waste.
I know. That would be the
When we first used to go on tour, my friend, she was the percussion player, Sue Hijab was, we used to do this solid waste dancers thing. But,
But you're an amazing performer. And
No, I love it, but I don't like
it's a lot.
touring.
It's all the stuff around it. I know. Maybe you should do a residency in New York. Then.
Who knows? Yeah,
Maybe
it's
that
not
could be
like
it.
I'm not going to sing
No,
again.
'cause-
I'm just not going to
Have you done a
Okay.
residency at Las Vegas?
You like Las Vegas, do you?
I think let's go New York. Let's find a little.
No, but it's
dry.
warm. It's warm.
Honey, it's more than
It
warm.
might be good
It's
for your-
shake and
Do you
bake. It's
think it-
110
shake and
degrees
bake?
sometimes.
But wouldn't it be good for your body, your psoriasis? The dryness.
She's got it under control, I think.
Oh, hell no.
Do you need damp?
Moisture.
Oh, moisture, okay.
I mean, you know.
It is the
my
driest
skin,
place I've ever been to.
My skin.
Cindy,
Your skin is, can I just
Phenomenal.
say, you look gorgeous.
Yeah, but I did a facial this morning. I did the collagen pads. I do light therapy. I had platelets in my face. I work really hard at looking good.
You look great.
Because, yeah, well, what
And
if
your
I
skin
didn't?
is like parchment. It's beautiful.
Well, my mother had good skin,
Yeah.
and my great-grandfather had good skin, and my grandmother had good skin. But if you don't take care of it, and then, of course, when I got psoriasis, I realized that the skin is an organ.
Yeah.
And I had no idea, because when I was covered head to toe, that's when I learned what the skin does. Because I was always freezing and cold, and freezing and cold. And then I realized, oh, that's what the skin does. It regulates body temperature.
Before we let you go, which
We're
I don't,
leaving. Okay.
Well, I don't really want you to. You're holding an amethyst. I think it's an amethyst crystal. right there.
Yeah.
Do you travel with crystals a lot? And do you?
Yes, I got
She's
rocks.
just your type of gal,
She's my
man.
kind of gal. Yeah.
Jessie loves a
I
crystal.
love a crystal. Yeah. Got
You
some
know.
quartz. But you've got this one out. Is that just because it was in your pocket, or are you feeling like you need
No,
it right
I
now?
always hold this my favorite rock. It's new. You can put your fingers like that, but it's kind of a quartz too.
Okay.
So it's a combination of a quartz and amethyst
Oh, wow.
together, and it's smoky, and it's got some action in there. So it's good. It's just grounding. It's good. You know, I have other stones that I take.
Yeah.
I like them. But, you know, my husband thinks we don't need any more rocks, you know. Yeah.
Does
I
your
like 'em.
husband travel with you? Never.
No, he's.
He'll
Girls
come.
just want to have fun, eh?
No, he'll come to see me. He came 5 times to see the show in
Already.
the States. And he was fantastic, and he took pictures. I'll show you the pictures of
I need
the
to come and see
people
the show,
that
definitely.
come, because they come dressed up. It's a safe place for people to come and just be who you are and have fun, no judgment. It's happy, make you laugh, people crying, dancing.
See, my daughter did True Colours in her Christmas concert, and
yeah.
listen, I know it's a huge gay anthem, but also it's for
It's
everyone.
also for
It's for
everyone.
everybody. But
Yeah.
have to say, a big gang of kids singing it really
It was
hit the spot.
moving when children sing it.
Yeah, it's moving when children sing anything that they feel that makes them feel good. And for me, there are some special songs, and I am grateful to be part of 2 songs. I didn't write them; they're my arrangements, but I
Which
didn't
songs
write
are
them.
you-
Girls and
True Colours.
and True Colors, you know.
I thought so. Who wrote True Colours? Because I thought it was about your friend.
Well, yes, I sang it because my friend had passed away.
Yeah.
And he had
Was it
asked me...
was it Gregory?
Gregory.
Yeah.
He had asked me to sing a song like That's What Friends Are For.
Uh-huh.
He said, write...
Gregory asked that.
He said, write me a song like That's What Friends Are For. And I looked at him and I'm thinking, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, that's Burt Bacharach, huh? You know, that's a big order.
I know.
So I tried. I wrote Boy Blue because I was very emotional. But I realized later that, you know, you can't pour out your heart and your liver for repetitive play. It has to be more, you know. But when I did True Colors, that was different because it was a healing song. And it was for us, for the people who survived him and for him. And I didn't realize till years later, because a lot of people gravitated to that song. There were little kids that were sick with cancer that used to hold on to that song, and it made them feel better. And I'll be honest with you, in the beginning of my career, there were bags of fan mail that I didn't even see, that just got tossed. And then I started to kind of get a few things and understand. You know, I knew that it was a healing song. I knew that. And it was really hard because with girls, you're trumpeting an idea. It's in a trumpet key. It's loud. You can get people's attention. With True Colors, everything was an interior rhythm. It was interior. The drum was meant to be like an archaic calling, like the oldest communication as a human is the drum, right? Because the drum, and you'd listen, and they'd answer, right? So that was supposed to call from inside. And then I wanted the voice, my voice, to sound like I was whispering in your ear, especially if you're driving in a car. So there was this machine, it's the de-esser, and it kind of works both ways. You can take the S out or you can put the S in. And it just brought more breath to it. And I was able to make it so that in the tiniest voice, in the most tender voice I could, have that voice whisper to the most tender part of a person so that they would, wherever it hurt, it would heal. And then you sing these words. And I didn't, when I tried to put more music in it and give it welly, you know, as you guys say, it didn't take it. It became a little corny. Because when the sentiment is that strong,
You didn't need that with the rest of it.
you can't give it a strong, powerful thing because it's powerful on its own.
Yeah, it is.
So I had to learn the power of a whisper. And that was a big change. So when I would be on TV, I was holding a crystal too because I was scared to death. Because all of a sudden, I had to grab people's attention with this song. And all I heard in my head was, healer, heal. And I knew the song was a healing song, so I did it like that. That was my intention, and I just let go.
Amazing.
And because when your intention is that, sometimes on a very commercial kind of thing, you kind of get through the gatekeepers and do something that you get to be a part of something extraordinary. And all the musicians that played on that, and the engineers, and all the people that sold it, were a part of that really special thing. And just as girls was. I mean, girls, everybody just, girls just want to have fun. You know, and then I thought, yeah, and the wrestlers, right? Why not? I'm a wrestling manager now. Okay, you know. But underneath, what was it saying? What was the video saying? The video was saying that don't matter what color you are or who you are. Diversity. So that every little girl could see herself and know that she too is entitled to a joyful experience in life. And that was the bottom line. And on top, yeah, all the gatekeepers like, oh, it's really catchy, okay, you know, and it was. And it is fun. But underneath, the only time that I really felt and cried was at the first women's demonstration. When everybody wore pink hats, and I saw these young girls with these signs. Girls just want to have fundamental rights. And I used to get in trouble for talking about feminism and blah, blah, you know, why can't you just wear jeans and a T-shirt and sing, and what's the matter with you, and blah, blah, blah. But the little ones heard. And then that's why when I saw the sign, I called up my friends who I started True Colors with, and I said, listen, you see what's going on here? Let's start the Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights Fund. And at first they were like, well, you know, it was such a... And then they said, okay. And that's what we did. And we've raised money, and you could even go on the website. You can find Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights Fund, and see what we've done with the money, because we've raised money, and what organizations we've given it to, and how we have helped, and we're still raising money.
Fantastic.
You are extraordinary. You're inspiring. You're brilliant. You're a trailblazer.
Nah, not that brilliant.
I want to but I want to leave everyone with this. Right? Funny story. My manager, who isn't here today, went to see you. I think about 20 years ago or something.
Oh, 20 years.
But you did a show at GAY.
What's up?
GAY was big gay. It's a big gay night here, and in Soho. And you did. I don't know. It must have been about 20 years ago, or maybe.
Oh my God!
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure what I wore because it was a lot of fun. And was it a gorilla outfit?
I'm not sure. But what I do know is that he was walking home with his new boyfriend, and they were walking home through Old Compton Street, and a car drives past them. A window winds down. It's you, and you say, "Hey, I'm going for breakfast. Come on, get in." And he said he didn't get in, and it's one of the biggest mistakes of his life.
I said that?
Yes.
I did that?
Yes.
Oh,
and
my God.
He'd just been to see you. You're inviting him for breakfast. He's too busy wanting to get home with David because they're at the beginnings of their relationship.
Oh, my God.
I'm happy to say they're still together, but it is a big regret that he didn't jump in for breakfast.
Oh, my God, I can't believe I did that. I don't remember doing that, but wow.
He just said it was one of the biggest regrets he's ever had.
Oh, don't be.
But he is still with his lovely guy.
Well, that's not a regret then, isn't it?
Thank you so much, Cyndi, for being on this.
Cindy.
You are brilliant, and I think we could have done about a part 1, a part 2, a part 3, a part 4. I wish you all the best with the farewell tour.
Oh, thank you.
It's been such...
I can't believe you cooked for us. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad you ate.
Yeah, I know. I even ate at my own wedding. What can I tell you?